welcome to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back today with a pick a card reading for you. A big welcome back, of course, to my beautiful returning subscribers. Thank you to anyone who has recently subscribed as well. And a big thank you especially to anyone who has dropped comments below my readings this month for your chance to win a free reading with me. Be sure to check your notifications if you have recently left a comment, because I'm waiting to hear back from my most recent winner. And if you're new to the channel, if you've just stumbled across this channel for the first time, we would love to have you join us. Please subscribe to the channel, hit your notification bell, your like button. It not only helps me to bring you more content, but dropping a comment below my videos will give you an automatic entry into a chance to win a free video reading from me here on YouTube. So be sure to hit your comment, or I'm sorry, hit your subscription button, hit your notification bell, and drop your comment below for your chance to win as well. For today's pick a card reading, we are looking at your future in love and who are you going to marry? Who are you going to build a life with? And we're going to try to get as many details as possible today. And we're going to try to see how close you are to having this person enter into your life as well. We do have 3 piles to choose from here. We have pile number 1 with this bravery card and the green adventurine. We have pile number 2 here with the red agate, I think, agate, and the compassion card, and pile number 3 with the lapis lazuli and the faith card. Whichever pile or piles, this is sliding down, is calling out to you. There may be a message waiting from spirit, and my timestamps are below. I'm going to jump right into pile number 1 today. Again, the topic is all about who you're going to marry, who you're going to spend your life with, and details about this person, and hopefully when is this person going to show up in your life. Pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1, you're drawn to the green adventurine, or to the bravery card, and this is your reading. Who are you going to marry? Details about this person. When are they showing up in your life? You were drawn to the bravery card. It says oak leaves and purple hair streak. And there's an aspect here. First of all, I love the color purple because it's talking about royalty. It's talking about somebody who sort of deserves a place in the sun. So I really think of Leo energy with the bravery card. And there's these 2 little, they look like little, I don't want to say pine cones, but they're like little acorns hanging off the end of this little dragon butterfly as well. And so there's just so much soulmate quality to this person. So they could be a Leo, perhaps you are a Leo as well. And there's just an aspect of so much potential in this connection, and what you will build with this person as well with the acorn, because a single acorn can start a wondrous forest. So it's just about what the 2 of you will begin and start together is going to be a big thing, a big wondrous thing. So let's take a look here and see. Who will you marry? Details about this person for pile number 1, please. I feel like this is a very strong type of person. Like I was looking at the oak leaves here, and there's just such a strength about oak. We have the 8 of Pentacles. And this person has an excellent work ethic. I feel like they work hard because they have a very strong sense of responsibility, to be honest with you. And they are a giver. That's what Spirit said. They're a giver. They like to keep the peace. And they definitely prioritize your comfort if you're the divine feminine. Especially, you can see she's on all of these beautiful plump pillows because she deserves to be sitting there. They would describe you as their better half. This is that type of person. They're very, I almost want to use the word rustic with this person for someone watching. Like they like to work, they could be someone who very much works with their hands, or works in a type of trade perhaps as well. And I feel like they don't, I feel like they wouldn't, they're very street smart. They wouldn't perhaps describe themselves as like book smart or something, but they're very street smart. And so I feel like they underestimate themselves, and I feel like sometimes people underestimate them as well. We have the 5 of Pentacles. And there is this feeling about having been in poverty or having been in a struggling financial situation, and that's why they work so hard now, because there's no way that they're going back to that. We have the 8. Yeah, they've left that part of their life behind, but they've also been sort of empowered by that experience or by that history, because this is a very down-to-earth person. This person will have compassion for the everyman and the plight of the everyman. Like this is a type of person who has seen struggle in their life. They have left that part of their life behind. They have definitely moved out of that timeline, but there is And they've been strengthened because of what they've experienced there. It has empowered them, and that part of their life is over. But they'll never sort of forget about that, and they definitely don't want to bring you into that space. There is also a message coming through here about past life reckonings with this connection. So you may have spent a past life in some type of soulmate contract with this person, and we're righting certain wrongs having to do with lack. There's like, we're overcoming hurdles when it comes to lack mindset, when it comes to struggle. We're overcoming that in this lifetime through the process of this relationship. So the two of you are going to be working collaboratively to overcome the final sort of tagging on energy of those hurdles. We have the Queen of Wands and we have the Temperance as well. The Spirit is really speaking about how the voice in the house will be your voice. Like, this is a very quiet person. They seem to be kind of reserved, and not someone who would perhaps speak their mind too much. They could be sort of shy or reserved. And I feel like I feel like you've been waiting for this person, and Spirit says, like, you're almost getting tired of the wait. It's like, if this is such a great person and I'm the Empress and I want to have this come to my life right now, where are they? Because there's this frustration about waiting for this person. It's almost like you feel like your life will not begin until this person shows up. But it's worth the wait. They're really talking about that. It's worth the wait. We have the Eight of Wands. We also have the Four of Swords. And this person is not a dreamer. They are a doer. That's what I just heard. They don't waste their time on dreams. And they're pretty practical in that sense. And I think because they perhaps have struggled, they're very practical in that regard. They're like, I don't believe in good luck. I believe in putting in hard work. I do feel like they have goals to travel. I don't feel like they've had a chance to travel very much. And I feel like if we're comparing you versus them, I feel like you would have a lot more experience around the world or with travel in some way. This is kind of a homebody, and they've always wanted to travel. And that's going to be something perhaps that you introduce to them, or with your connection, they're going to travel more with you. We have the Ace of Swords. And I just heard Man of the House. For someone watching, this person may have lost their father when they were very young, to be honest. That's not for everyone. That's just for someone watching. And you'll know when you meet this person if that's true. But this person may have lost a parent, or it's like they were in charge, or they were responsible before their time, or when they should have been responsible. And that could be, again, contributing to some of the lack they experienced. Because there was a reality that they faced growing up, perhaps. I do feel like in the midst of your relationship, there are going to be some, again, adjustments that are going to be required when it comes to certain spending and things of that nature. Like, I feel like the introduction of this connection is going to really help, again, to smooth out any of the wrinkles when it comes to lack mindset and when it comes to the practical steps we have to achieve or take to achieve abundance. We have the King of Pentacles and we have the Moon. Very shy person, very sort of reserved person, but a very family-oriented person as well. They value the family unit, very traditional in their roles and what their expectations are. And it takes a long time for this person to lose their temper. Spirit says they're very sort of even-keeled. We have the Two of Cups. We also have the Knight of Wands reversed. And they are going to be, first of all, they're going to be very, very attracted to you. I think that they have very traditional good looks as well for someone watching. It's a very traditionally good-looking person. And there's something about this Knight of Wands reversed, about the impulsivity about them, or about them not being impulsive when it comes to your connections. Like, any actions that they took in the past that were flighty, that were like with other people, for instance, it's like they really turn the corner when they meet you. It's like they shift all of that behavior. If they're kind of dating around, for instance, as soon as they meet you, they cut all of that out. And Spirit keeps talking about how the wait is almost over when it comes to this person entering into your life at this time as well, because they're asking you to sort of make the preparations and start adjusting the growing conditions, because this manifestation is very close to arriving in your life with the Eight of Cups in the future position as well. We have the Lovers, and we also have the Star. There's an emphasis on air elements here. So Gemini, Aquarius. We also have very strong Leo elements. You could be the Leo here. You could be the Leo, because there's almost this aspect with these cards that I chose for the beginning of the reading. There are sort of qualifiers with the energy on them. So it's like what we will access, or what we will gain through this connection as we grow together could be a sense of them tapping into some of your courage and some of your bravery, and sort of you leading by example when it comes to them speaking up or speaking their mind, so to speak. Because they seem very much more reserved, and they're more thoughtful when it comes to what they say. They're very, I think they're shy, or they really hold back how they feel. They don't speak up a lot. They think a lot more before they speak. And so they could be the air sign here as well. Who will pile number 1, Mary, please? What can you tell me about this person? We have here trust in the universe. And they're really speaking about divine timing, and how you're getting frustrated and wondering when this person is going to show up. And the divine timing is happening in a perfect sense, they say, and that all of your hard work is going to pay off soon. Trust in the universe, attuned to the divine, new moon in Pisces. And back of the deck says, cool your emotions, reversed. And I feel like this person is very even keeled. I think that they have a very good head on their shoulders. They're not the type to sort of blow up in anger. In fact, from the two of you, Spirit says the divine feminine would have more of a temper. Who is this person, and what are they like, please? We do have a honeymoon reverse. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together, and it was reversed. There's almost an aspect of them feeling like after you get married, you shouldn't go on a honeymoon, or you should save the money. They're very conscious of finances. We also have release your ex reversed. The time has come to clear your energy and let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from other people. Now, the release your ex is in the reversal, and Spirit gave me the indication that that's from a past energy, that this is the lifetime where we are clearing out old karmic loops here. And we have the friendship element. It doesn't give me the aspect that you're going to start out as friends, but there could be a very flirtatious start for someone watching. It could start as a friendship and really bloom from there. For the majority of you, I don't feel like it's going to start in the friendship zone, but there could be a link to one of your friends. So there could be sort of the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, where a friend will set you up with someone soon. But let's ask about the timing. How close is pile 1 coming to meeting their person? We have the Knight of Swords. They're like, and the Knight of Swords charges forward quickly. It's like prepare for movement. And the whole purpose of temperance when we're in a delay, or when we're waiting for something, is that we're not actually waiting for anything. We're just living our life, and everything's happening in divine timing. We have the Star of Aquarius. It's almost, they're like, you're so close. You're like having 1 foot on the land, 1 foot in the emotion, 1 foot in the water. They're asking you to really get focused into a very optimistic mindset right now, because it's coming. It's like the wait is almost over, and they have so much to be revealed to you. There's a very strong earth element to this person as well. So Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. We have the Knight of Pentacles with the Hanged Man. And there's the 6 of Cups. They're like, I feel like it's right around the corner for someone watching. It could be even between 6 and 8 months away, where you're meeting this person, or where they're making the entry into your life at this time. Because Spirit's like, just wait. We have something that we're revealing to you so soon. And this person's so dependable. Like they're such a reliable, strong sort of force. And because of their support, Spirit says that you're able to tap in even more into your bravery, because I feel like you've got goals and you've got like dreams, and this person will work hard to help you achieve those dreams. Tell me about this. Woo. We have the Rose. Romance is in the air. A very traditionally romantic person. It's like they rely on those traditions to mark certain events. So like Valentine's Day, birthdays, it'll be lots of flowers, things of that nature. We have grapes, time to go out and have fun, but it's reversed. I think they are a homebody, to be honest. We have deep personal strength and peace that assures success. And this is the type of connection that Spirit says will hold us down when we're in the valleys of our life. There's always peaks and valleys on our journey, and these types of connections help us to evolve despite what we're experiencing in that journey. So I feel like they are sort of a homebody. I feel like they don't like to necessarily go out. We have tankard, celebration, fun, and enjoyment. So they could perhaps enjoy a beverage once or twice, or every now and then. But I do feel like they like to stay home quite a bit. And that could just be a lot to do with their financial resourcefulness. They like to save. But let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 1. What else can you tell me about this person pile 1 will grow with and build a life with? Whoops. Queen of Wands, you're a very fiery energy. We have here the Six of Swords reversed. We also have the Six of Pentacles in the reversal. You know, there's this feeling of like no closure in a situation when we see the Six of Swords in the reversal and the Six of Pentacles. It's like things are out of balance, and that's because it's like you're waiting for the entry of this person to come in so we can spearhead our journey and spearhead our life. And Spirit, again, wants to remind us that we're not waiting, that the joy is in the journey, that we're not waiting for these events where we marry our partner and when we have children. We have all, and those are wonderful sort of, those are wonderful moments, but we're living every single day leading up to those events as well. So they're like, don't watch the clock, because watched pot never boils. So they're just letting you know that it, and there's an emphasis on sixes as well. So I feel like this could be about 6 months away. Ooh, we have a lot of letters today. We have E and X here, and that's the second time the X was brought up. So we have J and V. We have A, K, and I. We also have a siren here, a temptation with the mermaid. And I just heard like lure us to our depths. So it's like you could be losing faith in this person showing up. And that's why Spirit wants you to go with the flow a little bit here and surrender with the seahorse. And even with this 5, it's, I think of the 5 of Cups and mourning energy, but it's white because they don't want us to spend too much time needlessly mourning something that isn't in our life in this moment, because that's just lowering our frequency and communicating to the universe that that's what we're expecting in the unknown. And so they want us to shift our gaze to one more of optimism. We have the Hand of Hamza and the Om. We also, there's an emphasis on meditation or on drawing inward. We have Our Lady reversed. Mary could be a significant name. And there's an aspect of motherhood surrounding her. 2 of Wands and the 4 of Cups. It's like whether we are feeling helpless in the wait or not, it's not going to stop the expansion. So they're still asking for preparations and planning, because they say that right now we're in this state of helplessness, or we're feeling kind of overlooked by the universe, but it's not stopping this train from coming. All right, pile 1, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates. If it does, please drop that comment below for your chance to win a free reading with me. I also have links below for Etsy for personal reading and for Instagram. But I do hope that you come back here and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 2. You were drawn to this red agate or to the compassion card, and this is your reading. Who are you going to marry, and what is this person like? We're going to get as many details as we can, and we're going to see when this person is going to arrive in your life as well. And this card, the compassion card, it says elder in large blue, and it's sort of a theme that's being presented to me by Spirit about what we're going to gain through this connection in some way, or what this connection is going to bring into our life, what we're going to be able to access perhaps more by this connection. And you chose the compassion card, which is a beautiful aspect of this relationship coming forward as well. So let's take a look and see how many details we can get about your person. Who is pile 2 going to marry? What is this person like? We'll try to get a timeline to see how close you are to seeing this person or meeting them. Can you tell me about pile 2's person and who they're going to marry? We have the High Priestess. The 4 of Wands. This is going to be a wonderful partnership, Spirit just said. This is going to be like a, because, you know, we have to build a life with someone. It's not just all about love and romance, and this is going to be a beautiful partnership where we are sort of going to be able to access so many aspects of our soul contracts together and be victorious in those efforts. We have the Two of Cups. And it almost feels like a best friend, twin flame sort of. It's like the yin to my yang, my better half. Two people that are very similar, very mirrored in energy. We have the Eight of Swords. We also have the Strength. Back of the deck, we have the Page of Wands, and we also have the World. I'm going to clarify this as we go forward here. Who are they going to marry? And there's already a message coming through about us feeling insecure about the position we're in right this moment and wondering if that position is going to affect this person coming forward or our future here. And Spirit doesn't want you to be concerned about anything that you're currently involved with. Now, they could be speaking about someone you're currently involved with now, sort of this evolving into a next phase, but they don't want you to be concerned about what you're exploring right now. They want you to be more concerned with what you're enjoying in the exploration than they are concerned about the outcome. That's how your outcome is going to come to fruition, is every moment that you're investing in a positive aspect is going to bleed to that next moment, into the next moment. It's going to become your future. So don't be concerned about where you're sitting right now and about how you're going to get from point A to point B when you feel like you're just getting started with this Page of Wands. This Page of Wands starts to fuel their curiosity, and eventually they get over all of those dunes and they make it to the world just by taking their happy selves down that path, truly. So don't be concerned if you feel like you don't know how you're going to get to a place of commitment from where you're at right now and what you're doing in life right now. We have the Tower, because your higher self says things can change overnight on this exploration. What you find as you're exploring in the world, as you're out seeing other people, you know, what you find may surprise you. We have the World. In fact, there's a message coming through about something that you could be exploring very soon, or something that you're exploring in this moment. A relationship that just began, a relationship that's just getting off the ground. This could be the one for you, to be honest, pile two. Two of Cups. Yeah, they're talking about a current relationship. But they're also saying that there's because there's such a mirrored energy between the two of you, that sometimes that's going to be the best asset in this connection, and sometimes it's going to be a big struggle. Sometimes it's going to test our resolve a little bit. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the Five of Wands reversed. Back of the deck is the Page of Swords and the Seven of Wands. There's an emphasis on sort of educating ourselves or gaining new information on a new pathway right now of exploration. This person could be a student. I feel like they're sort of young in energy, so they could be a student of some kind at this moment, or be in training for something in this moment right now, because it's like they're just getting started in life, so they feel very young. And there's also a message coming through about someone with a current relationship that's on board right now, that this could be the one that expands to more connection, that expands to commitment as well, because they're already talking about sort of a pause before action. It's like we're in the midst of something really important, and that's why your higher self came out first and said, I've got a secret about permanent change and about things that will never be the same after this person, after you meet this person. I just got a message about someone having to move as well, because there's like a discrepancy between worlds, or it's like we have to travel to get to each other, and so somebody is going to have to move, and that's not for everyone, so please take that as it resonates. I'm just going to get a different deck here. There is Leo energy here with this person. Very strong Leo energy with this person. Very curious person, and I feel like they would really like to travel, or do travel quite a bit. In fact, their dreams exceed their means sometimes. It's like this person is definitely someone who has a lot of goals, has a lot of dreams, wants to explore a lot of things. It's almost like they're being touted as like a perpetual student of life, because they like to explore all sorts of different options. And they're a very sort of determined person. It's almost like they're a perpetual youth-like energy, you know, somebody who just really loves to, and what they're showing me is like rock climbing and like outdoor things, like someone who likes that adrenaline rush. It's like a perpetual youth type of energy coming forward. And yet this person, I feel like, has a lot of energy, and I also feel like they're not the jealous type. Despite the fact that they have all of this energy, they're very charismatic. They're not the jealous type. In fact, I feel like that almost annoys sometimes, is that they're not the jealous type, is what I keep hearing, and that almost annoys us sometimes. We have the Three of Cups, and it's like they're everyone's friend. Very jovial person, very upbeat, very easygoing. And they could be a different culture or a different religion than you. Because there is something about the change that this person brings into our life that does test us a little bit. And this could be someone that we began just a flirtation with, that we will begin a flirtation with, or again, we're in the midst of like a friendly sort of casual dating situation with right now. But it's going to evolve into the next phase. We have the Temperance. But they also don't want you to kind of rush that phase. If you're just meeting someone, if you're just in the exploration phase of your life, enjoy it. This is the path of this exploration. Even if this exploration you're on doesn't lead you to, like the person you're exploring with right now will lead you to this next person, or lead you to the person that you're going to marry. Because they just want you to know that the path you're on is absolutely fine. The path you're on is what's leading you to this person, leading you to this life. It's leading you to the Empress energy. They are talking about how eventually you will have a family with this person, but it feels very young, very, very light. So I feel like that's down the line, and there's patience associated with that journey. But again, they don't want you to rush that. They want you to have fun with the process. I almost feel like the Divine Feminine could be a smidge older than the Divine Masculine in this case as well. Here's the Fool in the back of the deck, and there's the Hanged Man, and there's the Knight of Pentacles. It's almost like they don't have, and it sounds silly, but it's like they don't have fear. They love adrenaline. This is an adrenaline type of junkie, is what Spirit says. And they have this, I feel like they've kind of had a lot of close calls, and they've been really fine. So it's almost like they have this horseshoe that they feel like they carry around with them, or they feel like they're divinely protected. And it's this jovial sort of expectation that keeps them kind of pushing their limits a little bit. So they are a little bit of an adrenaline junkie. They might like to do sort of fast sports of some kind. You get Bull, plenty of material things. And yet it's funny because they're not really prioritizing what this person does for a living. They may actually do something that's very fun or sports-based for a living. And it almost feels like it's like they don't struggle with money, but they're not showing me that they're working hard for their money. Like they don't have to work hard for their money, but they don't struggle with money either. You have plenty of material things. Plenty of attraction between the two of you too. We also have here Purse, pay attention to your finances, and Bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. And I feel like when I looked down at the Purse, I heard bleed money. It's like I think this person really likes to spend money. We have here chain of events that will affect your life, reversed. And Spirits, I was asking about that in my mind. I was asking about that chain of events, and they showed me the Devil energy in the reversal, and then they showed me the Empress. I feel like when you do have children, it won't be planned. It'll be while you're on the exploration path here, and it won't be planned, but it's going to be fine. It's like it wasn't something that we planned, but it's going to be absolutely fine. Your guys are like, it's going to be fine. They're like, you're going to put the cart before the horse, but you'll love that little cart, so it's going to be fine. We have chair filled. Someone new is entering your life. It feels like you may have already met this person, or somebody may already be in the exploring phase with this person right now. We also have here compliments from an admirer. We have here dealings with relationship with an older woman. So I do feel like the Divine Feminine is a little bit older. And this person is going to be very sweet about their gift giving. They're going to bring you flowers. They will sometimes pick them themselves, again, out in the world, when they're out in the world doing their sports, whatever, they're going to be picking flowers for you. We also have success. And we have mule, someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. I will say perpetual youth energy with this person. And that comes along with sort of a little bit of an emotional, immature attitude at times, because I feel like the Divine Feminine is really going to have to be the one that sort of runs the show a little bit in this situation or in this connection. But a very successful relationship, Spirit says. We have release, control. It's reversed because this person's going to test that in you. It's going to test that because it's like you have to go on the opposite end of the spectrum because they are so filled with energy and wanting to explore things and wanting to go and push their limits. We have here embrace the flow of life. And we also have here reveal what needs to be seen. This is going to help the Divine Feminine to sort of go with the flow and surrender and not to sort of plan everything and keep everything rigid. And this is going to encourage this person to grow up a little bit as well. Because like both of you will have aspects of yourself that need to be mirrored in each other. And that's what's going to evolve throughout this connection. Whoops, oh, this fell right. We have refuge, the grotto, number 16. You're going to build a beautiful life with this person, and it's going to be sort of your own island of and I don't mean that literally, but it's like you're not going to build the life that your parents built for you, and they're not going to build the life that their parents built for them. You guys are building an entirely different life, and so you're going to be playing it by your own rules. We do have here prosperity. So sweet results definitely do await you here through the sacrifice and hard work that the two of you will showcase together and work towards together. Let's get a timeline to see. Although I already feel like the timeline here is, it almost feels like it's upon us now. Like you may have already started this exploration. And again, if you're already just out there in the world exploring, dating around, Spirit says you're doing everything right. So just keep doing what you're doing because it's leading you to this person. We have the Ace of Swords and we have the Lovers. We also have the Page of Cups. Like it's here. It's here. Page of Cups is like a month away if it's not here. And so they're like, get ready because the expansion is here. The Ace of Swords is about new emotional starts that are happening now and sort of a relationship that we are perhaps exploring even in a physical sense in this moment. And you may feel that your intuition is kind of pulling you towards this person, or maybe even your intuition is like making you feel like you should push this person away because sometimes when we feel the impending change, we will sort of self-sacrifice, or not self-sacrifice, or self-sabotage opportunities at times too. So they just want us to keep our eyes open on the horizon because it feels like it's around the corner. So let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 2. What can you tell me else about this person that pile 2 is going to build a life with? We have the Ace of Swords, we have the Tower, we have the Page of Pentacles reversed. I feel like this person doesn't, despite that they're like this perpetual youth like energy and they have like this student quality about them, I feel like they weren't a good student. Like I feel like they don't belong in a classroom. It's like they have a lot of energy. And sometimes like perhaps this person will test your patience a little bit in that regard. But we have this Tower, we have this Ace of Swords, and this is talking about permanent change that's coming in. And it's in this state of limbo right now because I feel like you're already exploring and learning about this person potentially in your life at this moment. Or again, it's like a month away, like very, very soon that this person's going to show up in your life. That's why the Page of Pentacles is even reversed, Spirit says, because it's not a year away. It's not even like a month away. It's here. Ooh. The love between a grandmother and a granddaughter is forever is in the bowl today. So somebody may have lost their grandmother. So if that's the case, my heart goes out to you and I offer you my condolences. We have a bone to pick here. We have L and Z. I do feel like there will be bones of contention because it's like mirrored energy, but opposite ends of that mirror, opposite ends of that spectrum. We have the Four of Cups and we have the Four of Pentacles. And we also have the Empress as well. There is this feeling of something with our foundation happening beyond our control. I feel like when you have children, for your first child, for instance, it won't be a planned pregnancy. So take that as it resonates. We have a bird in flight. We also have here, looking at things from a higher perspective with the wind, with the wing. We have a world energy. We have the world here too. There could be an online aspect to you meeting this person. So you may be even communicating with the person right now online. And that could be sort of the beginnings of taking those leaps of faith that lead us to the world. We have the starfish, healing from losses, healing from energies beyond our control, and regrowing sort of a strength to wholeness. I feel like somebody could have perhaps even lost someone in their life, a grandmother, for instance, recently. And so that's really speaking about how if you're feeling that loss in this moment, that you will feel better. All right, pile 2, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates. And if it did, please drop your comment below for a chance to win a free reading with me here on YouTube. I also offer private readings through my Etsy account, and that link is below. But come back here and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 3. You are drawn to the lapis lazuli or to the faith card, and this is your reading. Who are you going to marry? What are some details about this person, and when are they going to show up in your life? These cards are proving to be sort of a theme that this connection will bring into your life, or will improve perhaps your faith in each other. It will test your faith in so many ways. But this is what we're perhaps going to gain overall out of this connection. And so an increase in faith. But let's take a look here and see, what can you tell me about this person that pile 3 is going to build a life with and marry, have commitments with? Faith could be a name that's important to you, actually. We have here the 4 of Cups. And it could be that faith is being tested when you're wondering about when this is going to start, when it's going to begin, or when it's going to show up for you. Your faith is being tested in this moment because you're feeling a little bit helpless about feeling seen or feeling heard by the universe. We have the Chariot. But your guides want you to know that things are being woven when you don't even see them. It's like a seed being planted. You can't see what's happening. You can't see progress until the breakthrough happens and that seed breaks through the top of the soil. And so they want you to know that things are already in motion for you, and that's your faith is being tested right now in this delay. But they want you to know that things are already in motion for you. So hold on. Here is the burdock, the Hanged One. They're trying to make clearance and room for growth. What's interesting about this burdock plant is that the burdock will only thrive when there's a depletion in the soil. It's like it'll choke everything else out, and it'll completely deplete the soil. And the irony is that they take the broad leaves of the burdock and they compost it and they put it back into the soil, and that will replenish it. But as soon as the soil is replenished, the burdock can't thrive and it dies. And so there's this aspect of the delay being very purposeful here. The delay being really purposeful to help us build upon sort of the faith of our manifestations coming into fruition. Because when we're in the present energy, when we're in the 3D, it's really easy to fall into despair when we don't feel like what we want is coming to fruition right away. So this is just your guide's way of asking you to hold on. More is being woven for you. They're preparing the soil. But first they have to get out all of those old roots that are telling you that you're not worthy, or that you've been forgotten, or that you're helpless. We're trying to pull all of those roots out. So this wait is testing your faith, Spirit says, but there's a purpose to that. It tests it so it can build it up and make it stronger. We have the World. They are talking about how this could begin online. That could be where the transformation really gets started. They're also talking about travel with this person. They're also talking about having to move. One of you having to move to be with the other person. So there could be travel or moving in your future with this one or with this person. And there's Aquarius energy here. There's Cancer energy as well. And the Star of Aquarius is talking about how close this person's entry into your life actually is. It's like the emotions are being kind of risen to the surface. You're feeling really emotional about the wait in this moment, but they're talking about inspiration drawing close when we feel those waves of emotion. When we feel the waves of emotion, it's our sign from Spirit to kind of draw inward, to reflect upon why am I feeling triggered right this moment? Why am I feeling like I'm so anxious about this person showing up? And what can I do to resolve that? Because when we start to look for resolutions and resolving that energy, that's when we're communicating to the universe that we're taking an active role in our manifestation. We have the Three of Swords here, Echinacea, the Six of Swords. And there's so much worry surrounding it. And Spirit's really sort of starting with you with this section of the reading, Pile 3, because they want to address how you're feeling about this weight right now. How you're feeling about it and how you're feeling, how there's so much nerves and worries and anxiousness associated with it. You may have even perhaps gone through a mild depression in your past as well. And allowing this situation that has not been resolved yet in your mind to fuel some of that. But they say this connection, your faith is being tested, but they're coming. It's like you can even see here with the sun, all of the hot sauce in behind. It's really speaking about the burn that we're experiencing now in the weight, but the sun is going to shine for you. So they don't want you to concern yourself. Even the Six of Swords is talking about a transition that we're receiving because of help from another, help from above, help from source, help from this person. And it's really going to help to ease that insecurity that you're feeling right now. Because it's like a sudden change. It's a sudden change that makes you question why you worried about it in the first place. So let's clarify, please, the Four of Cups. What can you tell me about this person, Spirit? You have the Two of Wands, or Three of Wands. There is an emphasis on like having to travel across water, having to move. So relocation might have to be necessary here. We have emotional new beginnings with the Ace of Cups. I feel like you could be a Cancer energy. And this person will be your saving grace, or this person will be your peace in a way, Spirit says. It's like they're bringing in this communion of peace. It's almost like you feel really safe when they are around. We have the Ten of Swords. We also have the Three of Pentacles. And this Ten of Swords is asking you to let go of this negative expectation you have about this person not showing up. Because there's almost this feeling of like, I've convinced myself this isn't for me. It's like the universe or the world, the collective gets to have this type of relationship, but this isn't for me because I've waited so long and I'm trying to hold on to whatever control I can have in the moment with my feelings. It's like if I anticipate the worst, then I won't be disappointed. But the truth is that we're building upon a new foundation, and they really want you to know that this person's going to help you and help to restore your faith overall, just in a new emotional starts. And in love, I feel like as well, if you've been heartbroken in the past and disappointed, they're going to be sort of the healing energy that helps you to transition into clarity over those old entanglements that have contributed to your mindset of lack or pain. We have the World with the World. For someone watching, and this isn't for everyone, I feel like you live perhaps again in different cities, different countries. We have the Judgment. Back of the deck is the Five of Swords. We have the Ace of Wands. And the Five of Swords is really speaking about the internal conflict you're feeling in this moment. Here with the Three of Swords together, it's becoming a prison of our own design. It's like we have this loop that we're playing over and over about lack and about how stuck we are and how we're helpless to create change in this moment. But Spirit's like, inspiration is so close, so start making that planning energy, because the Hermit is all about grounding ourselves to reflect upon the next step, to take baby steps towards our goals, and to reignite the spark of Aquarius here, to reignite our hope and faith with your card that you chose in the beginning of this reading, your faith in love, your faith in progress. Because there's your High Priestess. Your person coming forward could definitely be an earth sign. There's a really strong sense of Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy, especially Virgo energy. And this person is very reliable. They're very calm. It's like if you are a very emotional person, this person is like a rock. They're a very rock sort of steady person. They definitely could be a Virgo energy. Really dependable, really hardworking, and I don't feel like they own their own business or anything. I feel like they work really hard though. And they could actually work in sort of IT or with computers of some kind, so they would have like a 9-to-5 job. They would probably have weekends off, but I feel like they could work with some sort of online or technological field. This person's giving me a real sense of technological sort of focus, and they're a problem solver, Spirit says. That's what they do for a living, for something to do with technology, and they're a problem solver. We have this Queen of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Pentacles. What I really love about this is that they make you feel so secure. If you are this Cancer energy and you do feel sort of driven a lot by your own emotions and how it's hard to temper them out, this person helps you to kind of, I almost want to say, nail you to the ground. It's like they help to hold you down. When you start to feel like your emotions are drifting you away and kind of overwhelming you, they help to hold you down. They are indicating that this person is going to make some sort of appearance in your life between this year or the next. So 2023, or perhaps leading into 2024 as when this could all arrive for you. And there still is this emphasis on online communication spearheading this redirection for you as well. What can you tell me about this person, please? We have here wall, misunderstanding, reversed. There's a message coming through about the divine feminine and how your emotions will sometimes push at this person or try to push this person away, but this person won't budge. I just heard they won't budge. So as much as like sometimes we will get emotional and we'll try to sort of, our emotions will overwhelm us, this person will kind of just, they'll be like a wall. They'll be like a very strong pillar for you to kind of lean on. You're very opposites. This person's a very opposite to you. And that's, I feel like, why it attracts so perfectly. We have here someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. And if there is a message coming through here about having to go through a devastation together, so there could, you know, when we are building a life with each other, naturally there are going to be family members that pass and tragedies that we have to face together. So you will have to face something like that with this person. But that will only strengthen you. Spirit says there's climbing the ladder towards success. That will only strengthen you. And this person is goal-oriented, and I feel like they will, if they started at the bottom of their company, they are working their way up that ladder. And also, what's really beautiful about this connection, to be honest with you, is the fact that there will be misunderstandings. There will be tragedy. There will be things that will happen in this connection, highs and lows. And all that will do will strengthen each other, strengthen your faith in each other, strengthen your connection. And the misunderstandings and the obstacles will actually bring about more strength, will give us more opportunities for growth. We have here Ram, a stubborn, aggressive person. It's reversed. And it says here, a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser in the end. We also have personal sorrow. So I feel like for someone watching, there will be moments where you will hit grief patches with your partner. And it's not necessarily about losing each other. And it won't be about losing each other. It'll be about losing extended family members, losing parents as we age, you know, those sorts of things. But ultimately, it's going to be the obstacles, the forces that are built into our experiences in that way that are going to be strengthening your connection. And I feel like they are a very strong person, but this stubborn, aggressive energy is coming reverse. I don't think that they are aggressive at all. In fact, Spirit just said they're a lamb. They're a lamb, but they could be like a gentle giant is what I heard. It's like they don't look like a lamb. They could be a gentle giant because it's almost like I feel like they're perhaps tall in stature, or they have like something, I don't want to say domineering, but there's a presence to them. We have here gavel, involvement with the law. I think about Libra energy as well. And I feel like with the Libra energy and with this, I think about the justice, and there's going to be a physical, practical marriage here for some watching. What can you tell me about this person, please? We have here forgive. Just saw cool your emotions, and I just saw relax. Full moon in Pisces. This person, I feel like they forgive easily, especially when it comes to your connection. And this is going to be a long-standing connection. It's going to endure. Spirit's talking about like endurance. So it's going to last. We also have here, keep your heart open. and finding a balance. And that's exactly, I honestly, there's so many beautiful major arcanic energies of concerning this connection that this is a destined connection. The two of you are meant to sort of overcome a lot of obstacles from your past lives together. You're meant to really work together to become the best versions of yourself through the challenges that you'll face. But it's like you become each other's home, you know, in that sense of like home is where the heart is. You become each other's home and you find balance there. You find healing, redirection, focus. It's like you achieve more focus emotionally throughout the duration of this relationship. And that's a strength you definitely need to forge because it'll be an asset to you and you'll be an asset to others because of that. We have here success, number 34. And I love this success card, the Secret Spring. It's got this beautiful boat with the lantern of the hermit on it, which is talking about, you know, transitioning through darkness as well and through struggle, because 34s can really, or 7s in general, can really speak about conflicts that we're being determined to push through, and you'll be successful. I just saw that Dr. Seuss line in that book, to face up to our problems, whatever they are, because we're doing it together, and we have prosperity. Sweet results that await you. After difficult periods, sweet results that await you. We have wisdom at the back of the deck with the owl spirit. This person has like a quiet wisdom to them, I feel. They're not the type to be like showy, and they're not the type to be really out there with their opinion. And again, I wanted to touch on again the time frame that Spirit showed me about when this person's showing up. And because I'm dealing with the collective, I do have a broad sort of timeline here, but it's for some it's going to be perhaps you're going to meet this person within the 2023 year, because this world is like right around our corner. And you might start to see a lot of progress within 2 years of this connection, as well as it transitions into commitments. So we have a timeline of between 1 and 2 years when this person shows up. So within this year, perhaps leading into 2024. So in the bowl today, please, what can you tell me about this person? Any other details that we can add? We have the Ace of Wands. We have the Hermit reversed. And there's such a loneliness in this moment that you're feeling, or feeling isolated. And Spirit wants to raise your spirits. That's what your higher self wants to do, because your higher self is looking down saying, I can see what you don't see. And I want you to be preparing your lantern. I want you to spark it back up, because I'm trying to inspire you, because your emotions are running high, and I want to inspire you that these emotions are telling you that things are drawing close, that we're coming close to this opportunity. So have faith, it's coming. We have here the black shoe of mourning flipped over. So they're telling us that mourning now has had its time. I will hold you in my heart until I hold you in heaven. And the Ace of Pentacles is indicating within the 12 months, or the next 12 months is when this person will make an entry into your life. We have the letter T, and we have the Sacred Heart of Mary in the bowl. Mary could be a significant name, but I also often think about her Sacred Heart and sort of the roses, the thorns around the roses of the heart. And don't be deterred by the weight that you've experienced. It doesn't indicate that you don't have this in store for you. We have the Tree of Life with monkeys. I think of children. So you may have children with this person in the future. We have the stethoscope. I think about a hospital nursing connection. I also think about a heart chakra that it's a little bit imbalanced or overworked with the Cancer energy. And we have grace. We have the ballerina slippers, and we have grace. And there's an aspect of, you chose faith here, and I feel like those could be significant even names perhaps, but there's a feeling of this connection allowing us to really temper our emotions in a very graceful way. All right, pile 3, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates, and I'm praying for you. If it does resonate, please drop your comment below. If you would like to be entered for a chance to win a free reading with me, be sure to hit your like button and your notification bell. I also offer private readings through my Etsy account, and that link is below as well. But I hope that you come back here and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day.